This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois. We have a lot to get to tonight, but first, it sounds like another round of winter weather is on its way. So with that, we'll take a pause and take a first look at our forecast.
All right, Peter, thank you. Happy Thursday. Your first weather is brought to you by Sliba's Rug Cleaners, Maine's largest for over 70 years. All right, so let's start here. The advisories are posted. This is a winter weather advisory for snow tonight. However, we'll get a quick burst of snow and then change over to rain overnight tonight and rain into early parts of tomorrow morning. Here's the radar satellite picture. Lots of clouds out there. The light snow is in effect across our region now. There's going to be a burst of snow this evening and then change over to rain, most likely after midnight, as all of this moisture moves our way, and with warmer temperatures rising overnight into the 40s by early parts of tomorrow morning. After we did this today, 38 here in Bangor, 34 Millinocket, but this will rise overnight tonight into the 40s by about midnight or so. So our forecast then tonight, though, is lots of clouds out there, lots of snow showers, a quick burst of heavy snow, and then rain moves in, rain into tomorrow morning with temperatures rising into the 40s. Your full forecast is coming up. Peter?
Alrighty, Jeff, thanks so much. Meanwhile, 2 people were arrested in Old Town following the execution of a search warrant earlier today. According to the Old Town Police Department, officers served a warrant at 6 South Spring Street to locate 38-year-old Brandy Milan. Police found Milan and 48-year-old Edward Janak inside the residence. Milan was arrested for failure to appear as well as violation of conditions of release. During the search for Milan, Old Town Police observed drug paraphernalia in plain sight, and a second search warrant was issued. Old Town Police were able to locate more than 1,200 gabapentin pills, 14 grams of fentanyl, 29 grams of meth, and other small quantities of drugs. Milan was charged with aggravated trafficking of drugs and was taken to the Penobscot County Jail. A warrant will be issued for Janak for aggravated trafficking of drugs. The Old Town Police Department was assisted by Old Town Fire and Bangor Police Department's K-9 unit. The family of a missing man from Bangor has increased the reward for information leading to his safe return. 38-year-old Graham Locker fled from the Dorothea Dix Psychiatric Center in June. There have been numerous searches and possible sightings since then. His family is now increasing the reward to $3,500. They're also sharing information with police agencies in other states along the I-95 corridor in case he has left the state of Maine. You can find more information by visiting the Missing Graham Locker Facebook page, which has been set up by the family. Officials say there are plans for a coastal hub city to be getting some much-needed updates along one of its busiest routes. Devin Dagnall met with officials to learn more.
The city of Belfast is planning to update a few of its intersections along Route 1. According to Mayor Eric Sanders, this comes as a result of residential complaints and an increasing amount of accidents at Route 1 intersections.
We've heard about it for over a decade with just people complaining, rightfully so.
According to the city manager, Aaron Herbig, the prospective Route 1 intersections to be updated are Congress Street, Route 141, and Route 52. Sanders says the updates will include motion-sensing traffic lights as well as walkability safety improvements to the roadways. Herbig says the process for the Congress Street intersection has already begun with secured funding from the federal government.
It's a $675,000 project, fully funded by the federal government, that will basically really improve safety at that intersection of Route 1 with Congress Street and Lower Congress Street. The reason for that is that we've had a lot of expansion over there in that section of town, so we want to make sure that our citizens of Belfast are safe, particularly our children, when they're going through that area.
According to Sanders, the updates to the Congress Street intersection are expected to begin this summer. Sanders says that although Route 141 and 52 intersections are not as far along in the process, they will follow as soon as they possibly can.
Maine DOT has some sort of inner council, and they make all the final decisions. So it was certainly guaranteed that they're going to be looking at this as a final decision within this group of people. 2023 may already be baked into their business, but if the modernization is coming, we ask questions like, if you're working on Congress Street this year, can you add this at the same time since you're going to be in the neighborhood?
In Belfast, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The pipes inside Bucksport Senior Center's kitchen froze and burst due to the cold snap the state endured last week. The water caused extensive damage to the kitchen, forcing the center to suspend meal service for senior citizens. However, the tight-knit community of Bucksport came together to make sure the seniors got what they needed.
Our local Hannaford has graciously pledged to make enough meals for 75 customers, so they can either be sent out with our volunteer delivery drivers, or customers can come in the dining room and eat here with us, just like they always used to.
Foster says the Hannaford and Bucksport will be providing rotisserie chickens, potato salad, vegetables, and anything else needed to complete that meal. He also says service expects to be fully restored by next week. Last Thursday, a fire inside the Giffords ice cream factory in Skowhegan forced the plant to shut down. A week later, Lauren Healy, a spokesperson for the company, has provided a statement from the family to respond to the community. She says that they're focused on the days when they get to return the favor and can thank all those who've supported them. At this time, they're focused on assessing the damage and setting in motion a plan so that they can come back stronger than ever and get back to bringing joy to their loyal fans. Healy also shared that the Giffords team is still assessing the damage and is working with local and federal officials to continue to investigate the fire. The family says they're thankful for the community's support, and they plan to provide the public with another update on their next steps soon. A bill has been introduced to the Maine legislature that would give renters protection from retaliatory evictions. Senator Ann Carney of Cape Elizabeth introduced the bill that was the subject of a public hearing today before the Judiciary Committee. The bill would require proof that a landlord is evicting a tenant for legal reasons if a tenant formally claims they're being evicted in retaliation or for illegal reasons. The bill would also protect the tenant when a landlord tries to raise rent in violation of Maine's 45-day notice law. Recent data shows evictions in Maine increased 27% between 2021 and 22. The bill still faces further work in committee. High school students in Maine could be starting their school days later if a bill is passed by the legislature. LD 257 would require public school districts ensure their high schools start no earlier than 8:30 a.m. beginning in the 2024 to 25 school year. California was the first state in the nation to pass similar legislation. Some schools in Maine have already made the switch. The bill's sponsor says it'll give students the best chance of getting enough sleep and being successful in school. Well, Susan Collins spoke today from her new position as vice chair of the Defense Appropriations Subcommittee to question top national security officials about the Chinese surveillance balloon dilemma. She voiced a variety of concerns, including her opinion that the balloon should have been shot down sooner. She said communications were insufficient and inconsistent between the president's administration and the Defense Command Force regarding the path of the balloon before it was spotted over Montana.
Let me begin by noting the obvious. This was not a harmless weather balloon somehow blown wildly off course, as the Chinese have claimed. This was a serious and blatant attempt by the Chinese to collect valuable data. In fact, a sophisticated spy balloon such as this one provides certain advantages over high-tech satellites. Regarding previous balloons, it's alarming that NORAD and NORTHCOM were apparently unaware of these incidents in real time. That exposes questions about whether there are unacceptable gaps in the military's ability to detect and address potential airborne threats.
Collins' presentation was followed by testimony from 4 officials within the Biden administration regarding their surveillance efforts. The Municipal Review Committee has run into another snag with investors, and now time and money could be running out to reopen Municipal Waste Solutions in Hampton. Our Matthew Jurancic brings us the story.
The clock is ticking for the Municipal Review Committee to get the trash plant in Hampton up and running again.
The reality of our situation is that we need to resolve this within the next 3 to 6 months, or we will all need to accept the fact that the facility will not process waste.
The urgency comes after the organization's deal with Revere Capital Investments fell through and expired at the end of January.
We're frustrated that we didn't get the deal closed. sooner by now. Like I said, the buyer still has a seat at the table, but where we couldn't get to a closing, we had to go and put solicitation letters out.
At this time, MRC is still in contact with Revere Capital Investments and 9 other companies about a potential partnership. The MRC held a town hall-style meeting earlier this week to update negotiations with Revere Capital and to discuss where they're going from here.
Revere had also requested a change from the original term we had agreed upon, which MRC found unacceptable and could not agree to.
But with so many unknowns, many municipalities are still hopeful that all parties involved will come back to the table and the partnership will work out.
I am very much in favor of the trash plant and very much in favor that it gets going as soon as it can, by whatever means MRC necessary to get it going. And it's not going to be done, apparently, unless government gets involved.
We're going to do everything we can to get this thing going. Stick with it. We'll get it done. And, numbers speak volumes. So, we're going to get this thing done.
The committee said in Monday's meeting that it hopes to find a partner and close the deal by mid-April. In Hamden, Matthew Juronsik reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
All right, and still to come on ABC7 News at 6, we'll have a story about a planned modernization of part of the Castine waterfront. And we'll also tell you about some Maine Air Guardsmen who just got home. Those stories and more when we come right back.
Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop is now open in Newport. Our unique building is a converted 1800s single-family home that we've given a new life to. A home for treasures, from antiques, collectibles, unique gifts, and so much more. Come make the rounds throughout the many rooms on all 3 floors as you wander back in time or find a unique gift that's perfect for that special someone or that hard-to-buy-for relative. So come visit us today. Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop, 147 Main Street, Newport.
Making the time to be together. Supporting local business.
Starting a college savings plan. Expanding our brewery.
Buying our first home. Giving back any way we can.
With big offerings and local bank support, we can help in more ways that really matter.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Coastal Auto Parts, Old Town Redemption Center, O&J Folsom Incorporated, Spalding's Bangor Radiator, and Wisteria Floral and Gifts.
If you're eligible for Medicare and Medicaid, a Medicare Advantage plan from Anthem Maine Health can come with all the benefits you want and 0 compromises. Just go to anthemmainehealth.com/answers or call 855-753-3928 for a one-on-one Medicare plan review. Ask about our $0 monthly premium plans that include dental, vision, and hearing coverage, along with transportation, a free gym membership, and $0 copay for prescriptions, all for 0 extra cost. Plus, you could be eligible for extra benefits to help you save even more. We have plans with up to $2,500 a year to help you pay for over-the-counter health items, groceries, and living expenses like cell phone, electric, or water bills, all on a single prepaid MasterCard you can use at thousands of locations nationwide. Call Anthem Maine Health at 855-753-3928 or visit anthemmainehealth.com/answers and get a Medicare Advantage plan with 0 compromises for you and your wallet.
You're watching ABC7 Bangor.
Welcome back. The permitting process is now underway for a major renovation on the Castine waterfront. A Maine Maritime Academy spokesperson says MMA will be receiving a new purpose-built training ship known as the National Security Multi-Mission Vessel. The ship will be replacing the Academy's current training ship, TS State of Maine. We're being told the new ship will bear the same name. In preparation for the new vessel, Maine Maritime Academy will undergo a modernization of its existing pier, including upgrades to accommodate state-of-the-art technology on the new ship, such as advanced emissions control and reduced sound levels. Renovations are scheduled to begin this summer, and they'll take around 9 months to complete. Some Maine Air National Guard members have returned home after a 6-month deployment overseas. 30 members of the 243rd Engineering Installation Squadron were supporting operations in Africa and Southwest Asia. Members of the 243rd are trained in providing information technology and communication setup, support, and removal at military installations across the globe. Many of the members of this deployment have supported previous missions, and our gratitude goes out to all servicemen and women. Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, it's National Pizza Day. We'll tell you what a pizzeria in Canaan did to celebrate. And in sports, baseball season is right around the corner, and over at Husson, the Eagles are looking to repeat as NAC champs. We'll have that story right after the break.
Find meaningful work in behavioral health care.
I find that the most rewarding part of my job is the emotional gratification in seeing my clients succeed.
Visit mainjobs.care/Fox to learn more and make an impact through a compassionate career.
Harris Lumber is locally owned and has been serving the Pequot region for more than 50 years. See them for all your projects, big or small. Customer service is their #1 priority. And with a full line of lumber and hardware items, they can also deliver to your job site. Harris Lumber, Milo.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC 7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Coastal Auto Parts, Coldbrook Mitsubishi, Family Pet Connection, Grey Wolf Auto LLC, The Bankery and Skowhegan Florist, and Unwind.
Hi, this is Jim with Lowry & Associates.
Some guy slid across the center line and hit my daughter. Is there any way you can come meet us at the hospital?
I can meet you at the hospital right now.
Lowry & Associates settled my daughter's case for $250,000.
Spend an evening with James Taylor and his all-star band. The American icon is back on tour, June 27th at Maine Savings Amphitheater. The multiple Grammy Award-winning James Taylor and a night full of his biggest hits.
Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at waterfrontconcerts.com or ticketmaster.com.
Spend the night with a friend. James Taylor.
Bangor Floral is your perfect destination this February. Since 1925, Bangor Floral has been a premier provider of beautiful floral arrangements and thoughtful Valentine's Day gifts for almost 100 years. Featuring new colorful blooms, blossoming plants, and gift baskets that have warmed hearts for generations. We also strongly support the Buy Local movement by purchasing directly from local farms and suppliers. Bangor Floral, 332 Harlow Street. Experience a flower shop like no other this February.
Find meaningful work in behavioral health care.
I find that the most rewarding part of my job is the emotional gratification in seeing my clients succeed.
Visit mainjobs.care/Fox to learn more and make an impact through a compassionate career.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Engstrom's Auto Service in Guilford. We specialize in all foreign and domestic service and alignments.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. It is almost baseball season. Doesn't look like it outside, though. But over at Husson, the Eagles are coming off of another NAC championship, and they have their sights set at the top once again. Ryan Sudol has the story.
I mean, our goal is just to win our conference. Take it one day at a time, making sure that everybody's on the same page and that everybody's looking to get better every day.
Husson Baseball is coming off their third NAC conference title in a row, and their focus on the four-peat is already at a fever pitch in February.
The NAC's going to be really competitive this year. There's some great programs, I think, who have made some strides, and we're going to have to play our best baseball down the stretch.
The Eagles will really have to step up their game since losing their ace and their starting catcher, but the carousel of talent has been constant year after year.
Here at Husson, we've always had a great tradition of just great group of guys, great group of young guys,
and a good mix of older guys as well that kind of showing them the ropes. It's going to be fun.
12 out of the Eagles' first 15 opponents made NCAA regionals last year. Head coach Chris Morris says it's a great move for the team, even if the wins don't pile up.
We've said this since I've got here, we're going to play the best teams. And I think when you do that, it's good and bad, right? You play really well, it's a good thing. But also, good competition shows you what you need to get better at. And you're going to have great coaching staffs as well with that. So it helps me as a coach to make sure that we're getting ourselves prepared.
And with snow still on the ground, the Eagles' prep will be indoors for a while. But that has proven to be an advantage in their fundamentals.
I've seen it on the other side where you've been outside a lot and you kind of forget those little things. And, we really think that that's been a key to our success over the past couple of years, is just how good we've been fundamentally throughout the entire year. We kind of view it as a huge advantage for us.
As for what it will take to win yet another NAC title, the Eagles are taking it one day at a time.
We just try to win each day. That's what we've been focusing on. Win each day, get better each day. It's just going to transfer over.
Doing everything we can, playing Husson baseball, putting a bunt down, moving runners around, playing good defense. If we continue to do that, we'll be in the right place.
In Bangor, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Looking forward for baseball season and for things to thaw out a little bit. But it is still February, so we will head over to the ice. And I've got to show you guys this play. We're going to credit Tyler Huey at WHOU for sharing. Look at Brewer Jr. Grady Venetestein pulling off the Michigan in a big win for the Witches on Wednesday night over Holton. Played in slow-mo in a second. He's going to lift the puck up onto his stick and just sneak it into the net behind the goalie. There it is. He makes it look simple, but ladies and gentlemen, that is not easy. SportsCenter top 10 worthy for sure. All right, let's move on now. We are just a few days away from the big game, Chiefs and Eagles, and on Wednesday morning, 86-year-old Maine native Don Chrisman hopped on a flight, and he is headed west for his 57th straight Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl 57. Don is a Kennebunk native and a die-hard Patriots fan, and he's in a unique fraternity. They believe there are only 3 fans that have been to every Super Bowl, as Don has. He is heading out to Arizona with his daughter Sue, the same travel companion as he's had the last few years, and he just hopes that his streak can continue.
I keep saying I'm going to give up, but then I get there's something inside that says you got to go. I'm afraid if I think if I gave it up and a day went by, then I'd brush it off and it's over. But until you get to, as long as you have the opportunity to get there.
Don looks pretty good for 86, if I'll say so myself. That's all the time we have for sports. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
All right, Tyler, thank you. Your full weather is brought to you by C&K Variety. Stop by C&K Variety in Herman today for hand-tossed pizza, sub salads, and more. C&K Variety, your local go-to convenience store. And here are a picture of some snow, right? We have some snow in the forecast tonight, and then changing over to some rain. Advisories are posted. In here is a winter weather advisory in anticipation of a burst or two of heavy snow tonight before the changeover occurs. So if you're out traveling tonight, we could easily see a quick burst of 1, 2, even 3 inches of snow. But then warmer temperatures move back in, and then we'll have lows tonight rising into the 40s overnight tonight. Lots of clouds out there now. The snow has arrived. A light snow across our region currently. A little bit of light drizzle in there as well. This will increase in coverage and intensity for several hours this evening as all of this begins to move in our direction. And again, starting off with some snow and then changing over to rain as the warmer temperatures arrive overnight tonight. It looks like this. So here we are out there now. By 2 a.m., the changeover is occurring. Mostly rain here in Bangor toward the coastal down east areas. A little bit of light snow back toward Millinocket. That quickly gets out of here. In fact, by tomorrow morning sunrise, we're going to have decreasing clouds and probably squeak out a pretty nice day tomorrow with some sunshine throughout the afternoon before we have a pretty nice weekend on deck as well with temperatures hanging out in the 30s to 40s. Okay, so here is a snowfall projection map. And there's going to be a quick burst of snow in here tonight where easily we could see a 1, 2, even a 3-inch snowfall for most locations except down east areas. And then maybe a bit more than that, north and west, the Millinocket area, back toward Greenville, could see 4 or 5 inches there. Thus, that is where the winter weather advisory is in effect. effect. And then we all change over to rain, though. We're going to melt that snow tonight. Speaking of snow, here's our snowpack. A lot of it is still on the ground, of course, north and west of our area. And we're going to put some more on top of that tonight, but then melt it tomorrow with high temperatures up near 50. Complicated forecast, I know. Right now, the wind is out of the south, around 12 miles per hour here in Bangor, 8 Bar Harbor. This will actually increase a bit tonight. We could see a few wind gusts near 20 miles per hour overnight as that storm system pulls through. And we did this today, but this is not going to be the final number. These are actually going to rise overnight before midnight. Probably have a midnight temperature around 40 or so, and then low 40s by around sunrise tomorrow morning. And there's just a lot of warm weather here moving our direction. Now, no 70s for you, but many of you could do 50 tomorrow. Our forecast tonight, though, is a wintry mix to all rain. That snow could be heavy for a couple hours or so. Heavy, wet snow, by the way, with low temperatures down near 32 and then rising to near 40 overnight tonight. And then tomorrow, rain ending early, decreasing clouds through the afternoon. High temperatures near 50 tomorrow. Yes, it is early February with a gusty west wind. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows a story, right? So Saturday and Sunday, a bit cooler Saturday, 30, back toward 41 on Sunday with sunny skies. And look at next week, Monday and Tuesday look dry with temperatures in the 30s. Peter?
All right, so we'll be planning for a really nice day tomorrow. Thanks, Jeff, and we have more to come after the break. Stay with us.
Tonight's Stock Report is brought to you by Maine Valve, with more than 30 years of experience across the state of Maine, providing top quality real estate services.
At Living Innovations, we build community. You can be a part of it. We put supporting people first, and that builds a caring community within our workforce and for the people we serve. Living Innovations supports people with disabilities and has flexible work opportunities available. You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit livinginnovations.com and check out our employment and home provider opportunities. Become a part of Living Innovations and be part of a community with a purpose.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Body Graphics Tattoo and Piercing Studio, Coastal Auto Parts, Electrify Maine, Loring Job Corps, Overhead Door Company of Bangor, and Rack Attack Basketball.
Hi folks, this is Barry Gass of Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911, and our third-generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family, and Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
Having a hard time finding that perfect gift? No worries. From now until February 14th, Quality Jewelers is offering one-stop shopping for all your Valentine's Day needs. Every purchase will come with a bonus gift, and our gift package makes shopping this Valentine's Day easy. You'll get chocolates, a stuffed animal, and a Valentine's Day card to fill out. If you're looking for the easiest way to really impress that special someone, look no further than Quality Jewelers. Quality Jewelers, locally owned and operated, Penobscot Plaza, Bangor.
Tonight, President Biden taking his case to the American people, plus the race against time in Turkey and Syria. And we're right there. More Americans turn to World News Tonight with David Muir, the most watched newscast on television.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, pizza lovers have a big reason to celebrate today. Our David Ledford delivers us the story.
On National Pizza Day, many pizzerias across the country are giving out free slices to anyone who comes by. And for the first time ever, the Good Crust in Canaan joined in on the fun, offering 200 free servings from 12 to 6 p.m. on Thursday.
Thank you. It was very nice. Yeah. Very nice.
While it might be delicious, pizza is only one small part of what the day is all about. it's quite an issue, food insecurity and hunger even, here in the States. So we're happy to take part in this, and I think that it's important that everyone really looks into the issue of food insecurity and hunger.
The Good Crust is one of 500 other pizzerias and pizza dough manufacturers participating in Pizza Across America, an event sponsored by Slice Out Hunger and World Pizza Champions to provide a meal to those that may not be able to afford it. Locals who stopped by the Good Crust shared their thoughts on the charitable meaning behind the day.
I think it's a wonderful addition to our small town here in Canaan. It's a win-win for everybody.
One pizza lover says she drove 45 minutes to enjoy a slice of the pie, which employees say is made with 100% Maine grains.
It was such a treat to come here, to have a delicious piece of the pizza. I hope it happens more than once a year.
According to their website, Slice Out Hunger has raised more than $1.3 million for hunger relief efforts around the United States since 2009. To learn more about the annual event, visit sliceouthunger.org. In Canaan, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
All right, well, great story there, David. If that doesn't make you hungry, I don't know what does. That's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you so much, and for everyone here at ABC 7, have a great rest of your evening. We'll be right back here at 11.